Whoa, I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finished friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the deep, these no Cartiers. Pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a peak, bro. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip was not a new, now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Neighborhood on the scene, neighborhood on the strip. Neighborhood be the name, neighborhood no crib. Neighborhood that's me, neighborhood that's Nick. Neighborhood do the dance, neighborhood do the deal. Okay, thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. EB the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, don't no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Wednesday, and we got Raving Ape coming in hot. He might have just taken a shower.
GM,
Mr. Farmer. Fellow farmer, welcome to the stream. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of June, and yet we're sitting here waiting for a freaking heavy metal game to start ripping. On a scale, yeah, for sure. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you wanted to break everything in your home, how disappointed or frustrated were you that there wasn't an update today?
0, because I wasn't expecting it whatsoever, so didn't really impact me too much.
That is 100% a fair take. I would say I feel like people were hyping it up like there would be an update actually, and that's what threw me. It was like people that are pretty plugged in, not that they knew anything, but it was still like, oh man, heavy metal. We got the garage last week. Here we go. We're gonna start freaking building some shit out and playing it. But the reality is they said June. They still have 2 weeks. Yeah, you're probably right. We might as well say it's going to be the 28th, more than likely.
That's just what I'm expecting. And if it's sooner, fantastic. Yeah. If it's not, well, it'll be in June.
Agreed. If it's next week, awesome. If not, I mean, what you going to do? What else? I love the hat, my guy. Of course, we saw this past week one of the first place prizes, the pinball machine, get delivered. Pretty freaking badass. I'm gonna be honest. I had no shot at that because that was like pro gaming / no sleeping at all during those, whatever it felt like 7 weeks. But pretty dope to see that actually delivered, and not that we didn't think it would be done, but to see it actually come to fruition was dope. And they also mentioned that the car is on the way. So I don't know, pretty exciting to see those things. For those that don't remember, that was a little mutant verse Bored Ape game, and Bryce grinded his way
last December or so, so almost a year and a half ago.
Yeah, for sure, dude. And you grinded for that hat, which is super dope.
I grinded for the bong, and I was like 3 places off of it because I was just like, that'd be sick to put some flowers in it and have it on in your kitchen by yourself.
Your mom for Mother's Day.
Right. Hey, Mom, I just won this bong.
This vase, Mom. It's a bong.
Yeah, it's a vase. It's a vase.
No, for sure. I got the plushie. That's all. That was the amount of time that I could commit, and I was just happy to get something. You know, it was like, to be honest, it was still super fun. It was definitely addicting. Like everything with Yuga and at least me and us, it's like we always want to do as much as we can and stay as tuned in as possible. So like that's no surprise at all. And yeah, I'm excited for heavy metal because I think it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be one of those things where I'm going to want to be like grinding. I'm going to want to be playing, messing around with it. I don't have a bunch of heavy metal. I do not have like some people have a stack of, like 50 to 100. I have 3 currently. Is there a chance now that it's probably in 2 weeks and the price will probably go down that maybe I'll get another one? Maybe I will. I might actually look at it. We'll see. Because I think
it's possible.
More than likely price action with the way the market as a whole today was. I think we could see a lower price.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. So.
Yeah. Until I think, we've been saying it the last couple of streams, but it's one of those, until I have a reason to own one, I'm just kind of holding off. I have 2. I've got a Knight and a Celestial.
Right.
The Celestial I bought for entirely too much when they revealed. I was like, this one's sick. I'm gonna buy it. But
it's still sick. Definitely,
yeah, it is still very much sick. I still love it, but
it's just like FOMO is a hell of a drug, my guy. FOMO
it
is
really is
of a drug. Also, shout out to Happy Dad. I found my little tank that I bought it. It's their 2-year anniversary. I saw on Twitter today, so I figured what better time to rock the tank in my farmer arm tan here. I'm whiter than a ghost. That's why I said Farmer Phil today. It works for Legend of the Mara, and it works for the way I look right now. Shout out to Happy Dad, the hard seltzer. They've got an ape or two, and they've done a couple different things with their IP play, which is dope. So that's one thing that I've been seeing a lot of is just like people doing more with IP, which is great. You see those little figurines in Target. Feels like a couple times a week I see somebody posting a picture about, oh, I just saw these in Target. I bought 5 of them and revealing those. Like that's cool. It's nothing, not necessarily groundbreaking, but I love seeing people actually use the IP because when you think about it, that is one of the things that Yuga did, like groundbreaking, if you will, was they allowed obviously us nerds to have the IP and develop ideas, businesses, etc. with them, which is pretty freaking dope.
Yep. Agreed.
Pretty freaking dope. So, let's see. Will, are you alive? My brother in apes.
Yes, but I need like 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. All right. Perfect. 2 more minutes. I got more art up. You might be able to see it in the dark. I can't tell if you can or not, but the McBest pieces are both up now, which the freaking dopest art. That was the
Did you frame them yourself or go have them framed at like
funny story. This is a great story. Great content right here. So, Phil, you know, I'm old enough, 35. I had never paid someone to frame something. So I had zero clue, like no baseline. I didn't look up anything. I was thinking, well, shit, I buy them on Amazon, like shitty frames, you know, that you get for like every other thing, and you pay like $15. You're like, all right, it's like maybe it's like $50. I don't freaking know, dude. I go to freaking Hobby Lobby. I have no clue what I'm walking into, and I don't do any upgrades or anything. But I'm like, okay, yeah, this looks cool. Yeah, this is a little this thicker, whatever. She's like, that'll be. It was like $370, and I was like, holy shit! I didn't say
the poster.
Like I didn't say anything, but I was just like, all right. And they're like, it'll be ready in 10 days. I'm like,
that was like these. Like, I did these by myself, and it was impossible. I'm like, I see why they charge so much. Like trying to get because those are like the wristbands.
Yeah.
Like trying to line up the wristbands at the bottom to make it look somewhat uniform in the middle. Like it, yeah.
No, for sure.
Framing's low key hard.
Again, they look and feel 1,000,000% better than the shitty ones that I put like everything else that I own.
Yeah, these frames are like plastic. Like
100%, 100%. And so and that's what I have everything else in. And so I get it, but it was still rather shocking when I got the bill, and then I had to come back 10 days later and pay for the bill. I was like, oh God. But nonetheless, framing is hard, no joke. So yesterday we did have an update. It wasn't heavy metal. Hello, Mr. Shower Guy. He's
hello.
A drink. He probably just ate. We got a update on Legend of the Mara, and I would say it was a decent update. Some people said it was confusing. Some people wished for video or visuals. And I would say, sure, that's great. But like, can we read too? I don't know. Maybe reading's too hard. I would agree that Yuga has an amazing team, and they probably could have put out, maybe a little explainer video, but maybe it's coming, right? Maybe they are going to have this like really dope ass video explainer thing, and it breaks all the shit down that we've already read about. Like I could see that coming. And what's stopping us as a community from doing these little breakdowns? You've seen some people put some graphics up. Our good friend Daniel, shout out to Dan, Axie Farmer or whatever the heck his name is on YouTube. He put a thread together for us yesterday on our Twitter, and it was dope. It was just walking it down, kind of like dummified, or I should say Legends of the Mara for Dummies, like the old book or the software, et cetera, that you could get at every freaking bookstore that was like making something hard easier. I think he did a pretty good job of like explaining what things were, at least potentially, and kind of where we're probably headed. and made it funny too. There was jokes in there, etc. So, what are your thoughts on the deliverables of information, and what are you wishing they may have done differently with that most recent update from yesterday?
Man, I feel like we got to just sit back and let it cook.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway. Like, let it roll out what it'll roll out. You got people complaining on the timeline like, yo, chill. Because when it's ready, it'll be ready. And then when it's time to like onboard people into playing the game, then, you know, they'll be onboarded then.
Right.
But I feel like a lot of this is just tidbits to like appease the people that are still showing up every day. And who are actually deep in it. And like, yeah, you had like, my dog just straight up burped in my face. Like straight up, dude. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but it was like, whoa.
I wish we could have, to be honest.
Oh man, it was like she just walked up, looked at me, and just belched. Like I was like, oh, what?
Oh, thanks.
Anyways, sidetracked.
Dakota.
I just feel like people are like, you know, there's some people that like knew or who are familiar with the space, and they are like, yo, this confused me. And it's like, dude, where have you been? Like every single post confuses me, right? Yeah. Like I read it and I'm like, I have to, like, you have to, like, you can't just glance it and be like, yo, I got the gist. Like you have to sit down, you have to think about it. You know, we got Shattered, we got Shades, we got whatever, we got, you know, things flying in different directions, different seasons, different whatever. And it's like, of course, it's not going to all make sense necessarily right out the gate because we don't have the full, complete picture.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is like, you know, they're dropping us a little bit of information here, a little bit of information there, and the information is great, but it's like not enough for me to like develop a strategy for how I want to play the game.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like enough to be like, okay, like that's something that, you know, I'll have to take into consideration in the future.
Right.
But like in terms of, you know, how am I going to play Heavy Metal or Legends of the Mara? Like I just still missing some of that key information before I can really like develop a strategy. And I think, but it, you know, on the other hand, if they were to release all of the information they've already released and what they're going to continue to release all at one time, it would be entirely too much. So I feel like it's, you know, easy, digestible little bits that eventually one day it'll all tie together and we're going to be like, what?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. When we get that light paper and we're able to look actually through what is all the information, how, you know, how do the dynamics work, and we can actually formulate some sort of plan. A little bit more than what we have thus far. Like you said, Bryce, like we definitely have some information for sure. It's not that it's nothing, but it's kind of like piecing it together. I always use the Charlie Day, like where he's got all the shit like pinned up and lines with string everywhere. That's basically what we're at right now. And I think, I don't know, like that start of summer, the date, the 21st is starting to feel like maybe that really was the plan, legitimately seasonal.
Right.
Like,
a week from today.
Dude, like
sounds about right.
That feels very possible. And again, because they've talked so much about the seasons, it would make sense. I'm not saying, not financial advice, I'm not saying it will start, but it would make sense at this point. Now, when we were first talking about that, we were like, oh shit, that's like 4 weeks from now. There's surely no way it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks away. And now it's like, well, it's a week away. So maybe we'll take it.
Yeah, right. We'll take it.
Summer. We'll take it.
Don't make it June 28th, please.
Please. We are begging you here. So I'm going to go ahead and present the thread, and then we can open up also the Legends of the Mara, the specific blog that they put out. But let's take a look a little bit, a quick glance at what we pushed out yesterday. First off, you got to get a good Spider-Man, of course, a nice Spider-Man meme. The Shattered and the Shade, are they the same? I guess we'll find out. Also, I know he had tagged a bunch of people that were like asking questions about the release and information, so I thought that was funny as well. Mm-hmm. So, are you bored and confused with today's other side update, Anon? Don't worry, we got you. And so he takes us through. I like this. He did like little simple definitions, if you will. I think that is helpful. Like this alone, I feel like is super, super helpful. If you could, we should actually create an infographic with this. That would be fun. You could make it funny and informational at the same time. Someone's going to create it now. Someone's definitely going to create that. If you can remember, 84 years ago, with the changing of the seasons, Shades find their vessels and a crop of new Mara erupts into Other Side. And of course, you got to use it's been 84 years. I mean, come on. That's like one of my favorites to use. We go into shades are the wispy, cute little spirits find a hospitable vessel and become Maras or rupture and become corrupted. More corrupted 84 years from now or this summer. And so again, you see the little ghost guys. Remember this? Remember the awesome art? We fucking love this art. When it dropped, we were all talking about like how absolutely dope it was. It was like a great lock screen. It was a great put it on your desktop, whatever it was. Like the art was really freaking cool and dope. We go into Shattered being Gary Gensler. Basically true. Gary, we see you, Mr. Gary. Being evil. Naturally, everything about it, right? We've had the red. We've had like the evil eye, the eye being, it's corrupted. It's broken. It's pissed off. For sure. Gary Gensler. He's definitely broken. Something seems off, Anon. Yes. All we've been told was to hatch Shades in tomorrow. So this timeline implies that Shades are currently battling. Season 1 is now this summer. Season 2 starts when our Maras hatch. Odds being the first time we are hearing this. The Shattered have collapsed and the Shattered manifest on other side. The Wrath Unbounded, Koda Mara, and the Friends, learn about Friends in the previous update, need to mobilize. So we get together, we work, we ride at dawn. Since only one vessel can nest at a time and other shades are all around the other side, it's safe to say we may have shade cards to battle with while our baby is incubating. The assumption was always Mara's hatch season 1, but now it reads Mara's hatch during season 2, and then we melt away. In season 1, the shades fight to constrain the Shattered, preventing them from unleashing their full powers and preventing them from fully manifesting in the other side. Yay, you defeated the Gensler, Anon. Open your loot box. And we talked about this before. It definitely looks exactly like that red and black poster of the Shattered, like the head of it or something. These treasures will contain in-game items that grant buffs and bonuses. You will win unearthed artifacts, in quotes, because that's also, and we'll pull that up in here in a second, it's also in the gaming thread. And then we go to our good friend Daniel's thread that he had an Axie and crafting and basically artifacts that you can get added. And then he tagged all of us, of course, if you had questions. So for me, I really liked the definitions because I think 100% easy to get lost in the sauce. And if you can just look, if your one takeaway is like, you can see a little graphic of what Amara looks like, or at least what we've seen so far, and what a Shattered looks like, what we've seen so far and what it is. Even if that's all you got out of it, I feel like that's a big addition. And there's other stuff he brought up, of course. He did a great job of going back to the blog as well. But yeah, I liked it. Thoughts, gents?
Agreed. Thought it was well written. Kind of just laid it out easier. Made it easy to digest.
Agreed. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Again, if you haven't checked this out yet, you should always go to news.yuga.com/LOTM-gaming-blog, and you can find all this amazing information that I'm about to share on the screen, which is anytime they have an update. I love how they do this, actually. I know that some people are wanting more, and that's fine too. But at least we have an awesome freaking gaming blog. Would you agree? I think this is awesome. Hey, and by the way, fun fact, don't lose your mind. This has happened to me before. When you go to the very top and it says like the 18th and you're like, what the hell? Wow, shit, it's the 18th right now. No, that's the first. It's like April 18th. So you actually have to scroll to the bottom. You'll get the most recent update, which is here. Yesterday, June 13th, star map update number 2. And so again, a lot of this is what Dan covered in the thread, but you can get into some more detail. The Shattered attacks. That's where he pulled up the Shades fight to constrain the Shattered. Obviously, Shattered are bad. Shades are good guys trying to help, along with Friends. And we talked a little bit about Friends last time. Also, my dog has an itch, apparently. We've also, it's a big dog, big itch. We also talked about Friends and the Wizards. God, I'm forgetting their freaking name. And, oh my God, the 2 projects that just had little vessels in there. They're
Forgotten Runes.
In there
Forgotten Runes. Yes, Ranga and Forgotten Runes. Like, of course, they've got to tease that because they're going to be coming in here and there's going to be a cross-platform, cross-project push of information. That is very clear because they're all now tying this into stories that they're all building, which is really freaking cool because from the beginning, you guys talked about this is collaborative. We want people coming in, building with us. And like, this is just a hint that these things are happening in the background, right? Like, there's more than them, but there's projects that are building these things in the background. What else? Was there anything that jumped out to you in this gaming blog yesterday?
I mean, the hit points, the way that we're gonna, have a cooldown period, and then you can, potentially have other means to heal faster or sooner.
I wonder what those
or
other means could possibly be.
refresh. Well, you sip a Codafart and
That's really weird.
Are you
but
still
all right.
holding the bag of Codafarts?
yeah, bro, I still got 3 of them.
Oh, dude, I
Oh,
swear
I
you had
thought you're gonna have like
15.
30 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that crazy. When you have to buy them attached to a deed, it makes it a little more tricky.
Not that crazy. Okay.
Yeah. No, I agree with the HP. Obviously, we've talked about ape sinks. People have been complaining about, oh my God, price of ape. And the reality is, the majority of the movement and price action was going to be the value in the game. The games, I should say, not just the one game, the games that they're able to develop, right? Like there's going to be other sinks from other projects and other businesses, but the main sinks that the games will have to be dope is obviously directly from YUGA. And we're going to see that. Like, of course, you're going to be able to top off your HP for like a couple ape, right? Like, come on.
Of course.
I'm going to have to spend so much ape because I'm going to get my ass kicked probably like 1,000,000 times. I'll be like, shit, I'm in the poorhouse spending ape trying to defeat a shattered. Yeah, when a card's HP has been exhausted, Voyagers can wait for them to recover over a cooldown period. Or, of course, make it easier. Regain your HP and get back into the fight. Once fully healed, a card will return to the battlefield to defend the other side once again. And you see the little Coda like running, right? And this is the shattered like, claws or some knives or some shit here. Running.
Reaver.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what it looks like. Unearthed artifacts. Of course, we talked about this as well. Treasures, things that we will be getting. Oh, yes, we will talk about that. Don't you worry. We are going to talk about that, Anthony, my boy. Yes, unearthed artifacts. I'm excited about that. I think that could be really fun, and it being like a loot box, right? So there is a chance you could get some really freaking rare, really dope, and like, of course, once we start doing that, there's going to be the marketplace, the Agora, right? That has to be coming as well, right? No one is really talking about that, but Will and Bryce, don't you think it's got to be like shortly after we start doing Legends of the Mara to be able to trade these things?
It's the only thing that makes sense,
right?
I mean, if we're gonna have any sort of like, no, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's going to be people that are going to come in and they're going to, farm the ever living crap out of sediments, right?
Yeah.
Or they're going to hunt like crazy. And there's going to need to be that marketplace that facilitates trade for the in-game soft currencies, soft resources, whatever you want to call them.
The Grand Exchange.
Yeah, essentially just like if you ever played RuneScape, like the Grand Exchange, where you can go in, you can swap items for coins, and then, basically the whole economy. There's supply and demand. Do you need more sediments? Then you can go buy some. If you need less, then you can go sell some. Yeah, you can do it all.
That's pretty exciting, though. Like, I think we're like playing, not us, I just mean like in general. I don't think people are realizing like this really is going to bring in a lot of dynamics and a lot of things that we've been talking about for a long time. A marketplace, testing it out with the Legends of the Mara before you go full other side marketplace, like seems smart, right? Like I'm excited about that. Ziggy is also, I do remember you saying you had brought it up. I've seen you in the chat and on Twitter a few different times talking about the Agora, the importance of it, and that obviously we have to be getting it soon. Like, especially with this, right? They now have told us we're getting artifacts. We're not just going to have all our artifacts ourselves. I guess you could be a hoarder, potentially. Maybe you want all the artifacts.
I was going to say they could do exactly what they did with the winged helmets, and they're all just in their little other side.
That's true.
Relics, but there's an other side artifacts.
I hope they don't do that, but you're right.
I hope they don't either, but like they could.
They could. They 100%.
Yeah, I mean that would probably make sense if they put them in the. I don't know though.
Ziggy, I forgot about your Tamagotchi thesis.
Yes, dude.
And
with Spencer talking about Tamagotchis.
I feel like if we get like this marketplace and we can like actually see real people heading to the marketplace and transacting.
Yeah.
Like just getting that visual. Like I was thinking about it the other day. It's like we're all sitting here at times behind a computer, and there are tons of people that are actively trading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
you can pull up activity pages from OpenSea, Blur, whatever. You can see it all. And there's trades that are constantly happening. But it would be super interesting if you could like watch from inside the other side. Like let's just say, for example, we had this board punks that popped off today. It'd be interesting if you could like visualize or just see everybody swarmed around the Agora trying to trade these board punks.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
And then you could just be like, holy crap, there's literally like, you've got like 1,000 people deep over here trying to like watch this price action.
That would be
who are like potential buyers. And then
Yeah.
you have all these people that are actually trading. Like, I don't know. I think it would be super cool just having like that marketplace kind of be like a massive meeting point.
Yeah.
It just brings back some.
And then we're
some
going to have
memories
those
from-
threads where, you know, somebody will buy a deed for 0.6 ETH and get 0.3 ETH worth of sediment value out of it. And then they're gonna be like, oh, looky here. Like, bought this for 0.6 and got half my value back in a week from selling this sediment. Like, and then that's, you know, all of a sudden everybody's like, wait a second, I need to go buy another deed.
Like that's when everyone perks up for sure at once. No,
Did you say free money?
I know, for real. Free money? What? All I gotta do is harvest this shit. That is interesting. And of course, we'd just be speculating, but like naturally, that's what we do here. I think actually, let me look at the price before I open my mouth. I was gonna say other deeds feels like almost close to a play, almost.
Yeah, they're back down. Like the OG collection is down to 0.89.
Okay.
Getting there.
The vessel and other deed combo for the expanded.
Yeah.
The new contract, other deed and vessel, those are sitting at around 0.84 combined total. So, I mean, in terms of value of like where we came from and where, you know, like previously we had bottomed deeds at 0.85.
Yeah.
So it definitely feels like we're getting into that territory where it's, you know, if you were thinking about loading up the boat,
What was like last
time? Too far off from time.
People were freaking out. They were at like 0.75 ETH, and I had the mindset. I was like, oh, if they just go lower, like, oh, I'm going to load the bag.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, they turned around and ran to 2 ETH, and it was like, well, that was the easiest 2x of my life that I just slept through.
Right.
Feels like it's just that all over again.
By the way, Will, feel free to pull up at any point Blur if you want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're kind of slowly killing me here because it's not the full picture of the. It's not the full picture of the market.
But I actually like to see the assets I want. Oh, there we go. I thought
you can't see them. What are you talking about? You want them larger? I mean, come on now.
I thought you were gonna give me the little fucking.
Can you put it in light mode? I'm having a hard time seeing the dark mode.
That one right there.
Yeah, light mode, please.
Yeah, light mode.
Okay. Oh, you want light mode?
No,
Dude,
hell to the no.
Burns my eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Burns my eyes.
Bad.
It's so bad.
I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's just that it doesn't feel good.
Well, now I've been spending months looking at dark mode, so to all of a sudden.
That's Bryce when he looks at light mode. Yeah.
Okay.
Son.
So, anyways, we're pretty deep here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the depth chart. I feel like this will give us a better view of what's going on. The March to, let's just say like 1 ETH. Well, to 1 ETH isn't too crazy. Hold on. Where's 169 deeds to 1 ETH.
So that's not too bad. Only 64 ETH in volume or so.
Yeah. But if we were to like get back to 2,
yeah,
600 deeds. 606. So yeah, that's 1,000 ETH needs to be, and this is just the this is just the OG collection, right? So,
and again, I feel like it would take a pretty big catalyst for us to go back to that range. You know, it's not just going to be because like the only reason we ran from the 0.7 to 2 was we knew we had the decoupling, so everybody was like, "It's happening."
Yeah, that's true. There was definitely some excitement there, and things kind of pushed up. I would say though, like
it just feels like it's getting close to a spot that I would be comfortable buying another one. Not with the expectation that we're ripping back up, but that If we have the Agora coming with Legends of the Mara, and I'm starting to, nest my vessels and all this shit, like I think like taking a shot that you get an enchanter, even like I would actually rather do the OG collection, and yeah, there's a pretty good shot that I'll get a freaking hunter, but I'd rather roll the dice, find a land that I like, roll the dice, and then fucking go with it. Like I think it's getting close. Is my point that I would be comfortable that it's not going to just like crash to nothing. I don't think, unless other side just blows up. And I wouldn't be thinking about it as the price of the other deed skyrocketing. I'd be more thinking about it as the nesting play and like getting a bunch of vessels on top of that land potentially.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm not sure what to expect once we hit the nesting phase. Like, are we going to have a scramble? Are people, are they 1-to-1 vessels to deeds? Like currently, I was underexposed to vessels, and then I had a bunch get hit, and now I'm overexposed to vessels. And so I'm like, okay, well, do I buy some more deeds to bring me up to that point? Do I kind of just, I don't know, potentially fade the nesting period and let that kind of just taper off into the sunset? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So, but then the weird thing is like we will always have this this OG other deed collection, and it's always going to hang out there as like a, like just like that looming cloud of like, I don't know. Anyways, it makes it extremely difficult to move up, in my opinion, because now you have these two collections which could both have bricked floors. And they might not feel super bricked, but then you look at them and you're like, wow, we actually have to get through 2 walls to get anywhere where we used to be. But then again, like right now, like our volume is tiny, 105 ETH daily volume. Like you're not going anywhere quick.
Right.
Well, yeah, because those farmers used to be doing like 10,000 ETH in daily volume.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Volume is just a number now. Like it doesn't really mean much other than like if it doesn't have volume, then like it is, on live support. It is down. But
I think it'll just be interesting. I think it's wait and see. I think like the entire market for the most part is wait and see.
Dude, heavies keep slipping, bro. Just straight slipping.
Straight downhill.
Well, yeah, because people thought there might be something today, so of course they're going to go down a little bit again. Like,
dude, there was also that one farmer who had his bot manipulated, and some other farmer dumped hella heavy metals at 1.3 on him. So like, even if he's still long all of those heavy metals, I mean, he's going to be looking for an exit around 1.3 anyways, which is damn near a 2x from the top bid now almost. So a little shy. I mean, 2x would be a little over.
but again,
anyways,
like I think heavy metals, it's interesting too, because this is all just wait and see, because these are actual games, and that's where your like utility or potential like winnings, if you will, or your profit, if you will come from the game, right? Like we're going to be playing for something. And I think it will be little assets, treasures, boost, etc., that can obviously maybe make yours cooler, which then maybe makes it more valuable, maybe HP, whatever it is, right? Maybe it's a fucking helmet and you can sell the rare one that you unboxed or something. I don't know. Like the thing is, nobody knows shit. And so of course nobody's going to just like ape into heavy metals yet. Like it's definitely like going to be a wait and see. The game will have to be fun. Everyone that keeps saying they have, you get these people that like say they have intel or whatever, right? Like they're like, oh, this game's gonna be great. I've heard from someone that knows. I'm like, okay, like how am I supposed to take that? I don't know. Like I think it's Yuga, so it'll be fun.
So do we think though that heavy metals, depending on their type, will potentially perform better?
Yes.
Is that a thing? Like, are we?
So.
Are we guessing that is the case? That will happen? Like,
yeah, dude. Because look
at
the
hollow, you're gonna have a 10x output compared to.
I don't know about that, but look at the weaponry, even, dude. Like, look at the fucking toilet paper on that cat's hand. You tell me that cat, was he gonna wipe my ass with it?
Yeah, and this one's gonna sweep you up after.
Nice, dude. It's like a bidet without the water.
Look, this is your heartbeat right before it flatlines. So.
And this is the little like that pointy vacuum end's going straight up the bung hole, dude.
See, then you get to
I
like
don't
one of
know.
these, and you're like, this guy's like legitimately kind of clean for a little bot. Like,
Yeah, he's got little guns or something on the side. But I mean,
No,
I
there
just
you go. This one might be your muse right here. You just a little piano
yes,
jam, bro.
sir. Solar panel. That's Elon Musk right there. I think so though. What do you think, Bryce? Do you think dependent upon the type of heavy metal, the more damage potentially you're doing in game, or the whatever, you're a 5x or a 2x of your output? Or do you think it's literally just what it looks like?
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some boost of some sort, but
Dude,
it's hard to say.
to this
exactly
point
what it
though,
would be.
everything that's come from Yuga has had
Tears.
like, unless if it's different collections, it's all been the same within the collection. It's all
Mhm.
just been cosmetic.
Yeah, right. Like, what's the difference between an M1 mutant and an M2 mutant?
Yeah, but those aren't
Not
gaming
a
assets, my dogs.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna. I don't know.
That was a
Eventually-
PFP collection. Like, to me, that's like apples and oranges. So I think it's got to be different. I don't know about 10x. Like, if you're asking because price point, I don't know about that. Like, that seems a lot. If I'm being completely honest, that feels like a 10x would be large. Is that where they're at? Is 10, 11?
Yeah, I mean, it's more than that. Yeah.
That seems a little high, but I don't freaking know, dude. Like, maybe we got the next evolution too, right? Like, that's the other thing. We
It's
have all
coming
these
up.
things that are coming.
But again, it's one of those like, what are we playing for? We don't know.
Well, a
Right.
bigger version, right? Because this is supposedly the helmet or the
Well, right, but
tiny-
are we playing for a different asset? Like in sewer passes, right? You were playing for the sewer pass, then you could. Well, yeah. I don't know. Who knows?
Like, is this just the model of? Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's freaking hard. I don't.
Because I'm assuming, right, if this is just the helmet, we're gonna have to burn these for another one. So then it's like, are these getting scored? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. So until I know more.
Well, they're evolving for sure, right? I agree with that.
Yeah, no, I mean they're definitely evolving, but is that within the same collection, or do we have to?
Yeah, we're not burning these anymore. I don't. I would be surprised if we're burning again.
Hey, can you look at the does it have like a Evo as a drop down thing?
It most certainly does not.
It doesn't. Okay.
No, I thought it.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So for
Evo
sure,
one.
it's gonna be 100% the same collection, because then you'll just be able to tag that. So that's interesting. I don't know, dude. Like, again, a lot of speculation, which is not a bad thing. Nah, Ziggy, you're not talking too much. We appreciate the commentary from everybody. Anthony, Ziggy, you guys are goats. We love you guys. Appreciate you being here. Codas, I know I saw you tweet about this, but the thing is, like, again, nobody knows. Like, I guess you can play right away with Legends of the Mara, but what's that mean, right?
I know. Start farming earlier.
I don't know. Personally, the market, in my opinion, is just weak. And
it is 100% weak.
I feel like if there's going to be any strength that's shown in the market, it's probably going to get slammed really freaking hard by people that have big bags. So
that is what I would guess.
Apparently, somebody dumped a bunch of codas. I don't know if this was. It was like some weapon coda sales. Oh yeah, I think it was this guy.
Dang.
Oh man, some absolute units.
Dude, I would take that for 613. What to trade?
Dang, dude, this guy just flooded them. I believe this wallet turned around and bought Le Pepe.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, shit. Y'all can't see this.
Yeah, you're not sharing the screen.
We cannot.
We're just looking at his wallet.
Share
on
this
Blur.
tab instead.
He still has
Here we go.
Florida.
Here we go. He
Ooh,
bought Pepe.
dang.
Seriously?
Yeah, bro.
All 40 ETH worth, 20 ETH worth.
He loaded up. He's got 500,000 Pepe. So
All right.
Holy.
he's going to Valhalla, my guy.
All right.
thought
I'm gonna
Codas
fall
were going to
super- I might
Valhalla?
Go to and buy Pepe. It's the play.
Pepe going to Valhalla.
You heard it here first.
I don't know. I don't know about that. That's kind of a bold move.
That is a very
Yeah,
bold
no, I'm
move.
down
That's-
bad enough on Pepe. I'm good.
Personally, I'm not sure if I would have kept this one. I really like this other one that he dumped.
That had a
but
Gucci.
not,
That had a
Miyoshi.
Gucci on it, though, dude. I had a
Yeah,
Gucci
but
on it, my
I
guy.
don't mind that guy.
yeah,
I
but
like
why
the
would you not have
guy-
put a Gucci on this one? This guy is just
Yeah,
kicking
he's
ass and
clean. I
taking
like the
names.
gold
Like,
sword. That's pretty badass.
All I know is, man, rest in peace to a lot of those people that sold their board apes for Pepe. That's all I'm gonna fucking say.
well, yeah, they got
Yeah, if they FOMO'd
GG'd
in at
pretty
the
quick.
top, they're down bad,
Yeah.
which
Mhm.
a few did.
Okay, so if you had to pick a coda off the floor right now, what are you picking?
Uh,
Wait a damn second. Oh,
probably.
that's a
That
well,
guy?
1 ETH premium. Nah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
1 ETH premium.
Are you talking just top line? That's all we're picking from there. I'll go. Let's just do top line.
I'll give you first two.
No,
I'll give
no,
you
no,
first two.
All right, well, just show us top line. It's
Just
easier.
top line, brother.
All right, top line.
Top line. I'm going. To be honest, I'm leaning to the first one because he's got the same head as my coda. Actually,
Interesting.
he would be like
All
a
right.
cousin or something.
I think I'm
All
leaning
right,
for
all
that
right.
middle blue guy. With
If
the-
I was just
the
going
ears.
directly for most badassery, I'd probably pick. That's tough, actually. Yeah, I like that one, Bryce.
Or far right's not too bad.
Yeah,
I'm kind of vibing with this one a little bit. He's got some.
he looks like a troll, man. Like a badass.
He's got some
troll.
I
stuff
don't know
going
what's going
on.
on with his
Fun
eyes.
guy, dude.
Right? Is that like
Dude, but
Robo?
the Mr. Corn guy over here, he's the one.
Uh,
Dude, these are going to be the most legendary farmers you've ever seen, and I'm not going
Dude.
to care.
and if they're not, Yuga messed up.
Look at that Joker's
that
eyes.
far left. That pink bad boy is
That pink's dope. Yeah, I
very
would
nice.
agree. The pink is dope. No, I like Codas, dude. I think the art's cool. I still do think they are gonna be super imperative to all Legends of the Mara. Other side.
And we should be claiming our Gucci pendants pretty soon.
Let's talk about that, Bryce. Bryce, my guy. Kobe. Yeah, Gucci pendants. If you have a Gucci attached to a vessel and or a coda, you will want to claim your pendant because that's a big part of the collab.
Do we know
with
his claim
Gucci.
open indefinitely, or is it only for
No.
like
I think it was like a couple weeks. Let me find it again, unless you guys do first, but I'll look really quick. Here we go. I got it for you. Snapshot of their wallets is happening. The snapshot is on June 21st, and apparently I need to go to codependent.gucci.com. Of course I do.
Imagine they pull an
Okay, here you go. Claim from the 21st of June to July 6th. That's what I thought. So you got to do it kind of quickly, which is not surprising, I don't think.
Well, imagine if they pulled a Nike and they were like, "Oh yeah, you have the Coda pendant. Now it'll be $50 for the real
Dude,
pendant."
take a look at this badass real quick. He's mean with it.
Mean.
This middle dude, yeah.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Dude,
How much is he?
mean.
Jesus.
15 ETH, man. I don't know. I just started. Oh, wow. This one's kind of cool.
Yeah, that one is
That's
cool.
nice
I was
sword.
just scrolling, admiring the collection. You know,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm also more excited about the chain than I was when I actually purchased it. I'll be honest with you.
I'm ready for it.
I just think
All I have right now is just this basic silver one. So I'm like, throw a little Coda pendant right here.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
I'll
it.
take it.
Let's roll with the Codas, baby. That's what I'm saying. Like Codas have to be like just badasseries. They wouldn't have done a fucking like. Why would you do a Coda pendant, right? Like
Right.
why? If they
I
weren't,
don't know, man.
I don't know. I know, Ziggy. It was way too much money. I agree. You don't have to freaking remind me. Actually, it was an ape token, wasn't it?
yo, check this one out.
Whoa, that one is dope. Is that a 1 of 1, my guy?
Yeah, that's a mega right there.
100%.
That's very nice.
Why couldn't I
Yeah.
hit a fucking mega? Can I hit a one?
Bro,
Can
yeah,
I?
wish I had
Can I
tenacious
please?
before.
Can I? No joke, bro. Shout out. Can I get one? Like Yuga, can you do one more like random reveal thing? And can I get a fucking 1 of 1? Thanks.
180, dang.
Yowzers. I mean, that land is cool too.
How much did they buy it for? Or did they mint it?
They minted it last sale 0.
That was,
Oh, I didn't see
yeah,
that.
that was pretty cool.
I agree.
I wish I
Minted.
200.
Minted, my guy.
200 plus
It's
grand.
minted.
Oh, Ziggy referring to the chain quality. Yeah. No, I agree. I'll be broken on all the Yuga shit too, dude. I'll be like just wearing all Yuga shit. All I need is undies and socks, and I'll be good, dude. Just load up on the Yuga gear. Ken Pandas.
Dude, that bothers me so much.
My pandas.
I'm gonna be honest. I never heard of that collection before they came to Blend. So
Yeah, me neither. And then Pac-Man was like, "Yeah, we're adding them," and I was like, "Oh."
I'll be honest. I did know that collection. I did know them. I think Ice Bags runs that crew.
this is another collection I used to. know.
Oh, somebody that I used to know.
Yeah, instead of taking a 10x on that, I took a minus 10x.
The reverse of 10x.
22, another at 2. Yikes.
Dude, are these boring punks doing anything? Wow, people still sweeping them up. Look at that.
Those look
I don't know what that's about.
horrendous.
Like
I
I saw a
don't
few on Twitter that I was like, "Oh yeah, like those look like, the normal punks that are boring." And then I went to the collection and looked at what we just saw, and I was like,
Dude, those
most of
floors
those
are terrible.
trash. There might be 20 good-looking ones in the whole collection, and the rest are.
What was Clone's top? Like 10? Or is it more than that? 15?
No.
20?
It was definitely 20 something because I spent 20 something on a clone and then I clicked the eject button for a slight L.
Real
But,
fast.
actually, it might have been more than slight. But I avoided the FOMO on Azuki when they went to 33, and then I said, "Oh, I'm gonna rip this into Clone X right now. These guys are about to pop off." They popped off for about 24 hours, and then
And
top
people
by or.
saw the statues of him throwing that stuff around. Interesting.
Oh yeah, the
Clone X is
Murakami
weird.
cum shot one.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
that's
weird.
a little too much for me.
Really
man.
fucking weird, if I'm being honest with you. It's really fucking weird. Clone X holders, though, have been doing some dope things. I will say that. I see you out there. I see you building shit and doing cool animations. Like, I 100% see that. I do have at least one more topic I'd like to talk about. I
Sure.
saw that too, Ziggy. That's funny. My fucking pickle. That's a fucking throwback. If you've been here for a minute, you got the best probably one. You got a 1 of 1 of that. That's what I got too. I got like a really dope, some rugged project that rugged within 12 hours. Like I got like a top 5 of that one. Me bits, my guys. Bryce, we gotta get back into me bits a little
You
bit.
talking about
Bro.
Mechaverse?
No,
What
those
was
two. Oh God, yes, Mechaverse.
Mechaverse.
Okay. Fun fact, quick story. My good friend from high school, he got one of them bitches. Like he got allow listed for those. And I'm like, I told him when they ripped to whatever, I think it went to like 13 or 15 or something. I was like, dude, you need to sell this right now. That motherfucker did not sell it. He didn't. I think he probably still holds it. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you had the easiest dub to enter the NFT space, and you just fumbled it.
Crazy. Okay, but you said me bits.
Okay, Super Yetis. What the hell are we doing, my
Dude, do we need to pack our bags with these for a moonshot?
No
Like,
fucking chance, dude. Super Yeti team is actually cool people. I've talked to them a little bit. They're dope people, but dude, come on.
dude, but
We're
what
not
is
being
the
serious.
chances? What are the chances that somebody just comes back
Dude,
and
we're
they
not being
freaking
serious right
pump the crap out of these things because they think it's funny?
Dude, what if they're like a
Bro, right,
direct
this pulls
collab? Like, what if Yuga buys fucking Super Yetis out, dude? I would fucking die. Yuga buys the project, and they're like a massive, like, they're like your steward, your butler, on the other side. Oh my god, I would die.
That's too funny.
175.
Crazy.
Mistakes were made in a wallet I control.
Yeah, I bought a me bit at 3.
Dude, I've got some me bits at 3.3. I got some me bits at 2.7. I got a handful at 2. More than a handful at 2. And then we've just been slurping a little bit. Yeah. Whoops. Apparently people wanted to sell more of them than I could buy. So
I just think they're still underrated, though. I know that people aren't buying them, but I think when it comes to, and I think Bryce, you're really the one that always talks about, is like they're ready to roll as soon as the metaverse is going. Like you've got these things and they're available to play pretty much instantly, which I think will be a big deal when things open. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Right. It's one of those like me bits are ready for Apple
Yes.
Vision Pro in 2024. Like they will be ready to be used in some capacity.
Dude, so I've been like I've really been trying to like get in and like figure out some of these traits, figure out what people, what makes people tick when it comes to me bits. There's like a couple that it's like and I don't know. Maybe it's just like, maybe I just haven't seen enough of them. But like, I feel like it's pretty easy to identify some that are like, okay, wow, this is clearly like a good meebit, right?
Yeah, usually
Where
if
it's
the
like,
number's glowing or it's like an orange in the bottom right and it's
no,
near the
but
floor.
but even then, it's
kidding.
like that could like
It
mean
was a
nothing.
joke. It was
That
just
could
a
mean
joke.
nothing though. I mean, to
Total
be
joke.
honest.
It was just a joke.
anyways,
I don't know. What are you guys feeling
Okay, so
about the
go
different
back.
traits? Like,
I don't know, dude. Like I actually I know what you're saying, but one thing I believe is that the traits, I've actually heard a lot of people say different traits that are their favorite, which I don't feel like you typically hear that. I feel like I've talked to a number of me-bit lovers and their trait specific stuff is all over the map. Like there's not one that's like, oh, this is what I fucking love.
dude, this one doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, why did this sell for 245?
Dude, okay.
He's
Hold
a
on.
soup, bro.
No, it's not the suit though, I don't think.
No,
This
there's
threw
suits
me
like-
for an absolute loop, dude. This guy over here, his name is Flip Flop XYZ Deal Sniper.
Okay.
Flip
That's a
Flop.
shitty name, but all right.
Okay, so but
Way
like
too much
why is Flip Flop bidding on this? Is it because it literally has slides? Like I was like, wait a second, Flip Flop, like I don't know.
I actually
Perhaps
hate the
I'm missing
slides.
something here, but is it because this is a suit? Is that what it is? Suit pants,
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. I don't actually like the
suit
same
shirt?
the slides.
Oh, it's the double suit.
Maybe.
I think that's what made this one tick.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious. Because it's like, what's going on here? Offers made. You're bidding Nakamigos. You're bidding pigs. Beard color blonde. Okay. I don't know. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe I need to just do a deep dive on like what this person clearly has it. Yeah, they're bidding suit pants. Suit pants, hair color blonde,
I just
hairstyle
love-
mohawk,
I just
hat bandana.
I love Ziggy saying it. Maybe it looks like their grandpa. That's
Yeah. I hope it does.
Oh God, me too.
I
That would
really
be
do.
Jersey
great.
number 8. I don't know. I feel like there's some stuff to be learned here. You know, like clearly like these bots get set up.
Sure.
Do blonde haired meebits just continually fetch a premium? Possibly.
That guy had blonde hair.
No, I'm just saying like
in
these are some
general.
of the traits that
Oh,
they
yeah.
are bidding.
I just see
I don't know.
Nakamigos on your screen right now.
Nakamigos.
Oh, you just see Nakami. Oh, sorry. I'm not switching over from
There you go.
tab to tab. So like one of the traits they're bidding is Mohawk. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The next one they are bidding is just blonde hair in general.
Blondes are best.
What else? We've got the suit pants that they're bidding. Okay, so the suit
Okay,
pant
that one right
four
there is kind of dope, by the way. That first one,
Yeah.
that one's
3
clean as fuck.
Yeah.
He clean.
Yeah.
Even that second guy too at 4.
Yep. The shoes
Jersey
and all
number-
like that. Dope.
Jersey number 8.
Kobe, dude.
Jersey number 8.
That's a premium. Last sale 80th. Wow.
Super Yeti. Oh, wait, shit.
Oh,
wrong.
Jesus. The next acquisition of Yuga, Super Yeti.
Oh,
Okay,
please
so
do.
I don't know. I guess that what I'm trying to say is like there's clearly some that if you're gonna try and flip, like
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
here's one with blonde hair. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe. Yeah. Wow. Purchased off the floor. We've had 2 that have been blonde haired. That one's just clean.
7. Dang.
I don't know. That's where I'm very curious. Like, do these
You need to
pants-
interview some
like-
OG punks and see what they say. Well,
Like, what are your guys? If you had to pick your favorite trait, what's your favorite trait though? In the
one
meeting?
that closely resembles me. I mean,
that's
that's
what
that
you're
would
trying
be
to go
my
for.
favorite.
Is that
I'm
because
a-
it's a human collection? Is that why you think that you're trying to find something that's similar to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Will?
I'm personally a Larva Labs Kicks Maxi. I started my collection small and it snowballed into like this guy right here, and this guy and this guy. They all have the larva, and this guy as well.
Another guy.
This guy has 13 fucking me bits. What a guy!
All right.
Larva Lab high tops. Okay. We got the moon boots. Snagged that
quite
guy
the
off
collection
the floor
there.
the other day. And Larva Lab 86. There's only, what is that, 33 of them in the entire collection or something like that? I don't know. It was they're the second rarest shoe. Well, no shoes. There's only 5. But then the aliens. Oh man, someone listed one for 20. That wasn't there the other day.
Rip.
Anyways, I don't really know. The reason why I kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a little emphasis on like collecting some of these rare shoes is because like you go into. Is this shared? Can you see?
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Hear it too.
Oh man, it's not connected. Okay, well this doesn't matter. I'll snap a picture. If you go into here and you're like, okay, cool. One of the options is to show off the sneakers.
That's pretty badass.
So it's like, okay, like there's some importance there, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just out to lunch on the whole concept.
But what's the importance? Are they gonna be giving us shoes, bro? I'm gonna get my
I don't know if they're giving us shoes,
urban
but
boots.
Yeah, that I don't know about, but it's kind of cool. It highlights different traits because that's something I feel like most NFTs, like you don't really care about the shoes.
Because you don't see them. That's why me
No,
bits
it's
are.
yeah, most of them aren't full body.
Yep.
That's true too.
All I'm saying though is that if my ape has like a weird finger orientation, kind of like that one. What was that thing that happened? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just talking gibberish now. But anyways, when 3D models for our apes, man, that's what I want to know.
That's got to be soon.
It's got to be. Do we think it's before other side goes live? Hopefully, Q4.
Q3 should be always on according to the team.
I thought it was Q4.
It was an always on Q3.
Okay. Well, that'll be like whatever the end of Q3 is. October, September.
End of Q2 is at end of June. So who knows? Yeah, it'll most likely be that quarter.
I'm
Start of
on
fall is what
on the topic though of freaking other side. I'm shocked that we actually have not had another trip.
Another trip, right?
I'm shocked, actually.
Very. Yeah, right. We're 6 months into this year and we had one trip in what, like April, March?
It was in March.
April?
It was in March.
It was in March?
Yeah. It's at the end of March. So that's like actually shocking to me that we haven't had another one. But I don't know. Just because of the wording, right? It was like numerous times you will get to do it. And we've done it once. I don't know. Maybe my definition is different than theirs.
I'm honestly kind of surprised those winged helmets are still trading for $500.
Are they actually?
I want some more. Well, I want some, period.
I want one. I need one.
Are they actually selling?
Yeah, dude. Here,
Yeah.
I'll fire it up. Give me a sec.
Last sale was 5-6 hours ago.
That's actually impressive.
0.29, $477.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I totally
They're
thought I
moving.
hadn't looked at them in the last like couple weeks. I was like, they might be like sub 0.1 now.
6 hours, 7 hours, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days,
Yeah, I
3
thought
days,
people might just
4 days.
not give a shit
That's
about it.
actually shocking. Yeah, for sure.
And they sure do.
Dude, I mean, it's yeah. This is going to be like that stupid dumb flex of like,
a
I've
blue
got
party
a
hat.
rare other side relic that nobody else, this was given out during the demo period of other side.
Yeah,
blah blah
right.
blah blah blah.
Didn't
And
make
people
any
are gonna be
more,
like,
wasn't blah,
yeah,
blah,
this
yeah.
is. I mean, 635 ETH of total volume, like that's nothing to
It's nothing to sneeze
sneeze
at.
at. Interestingly, though, there's no royalties. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna throw up this obelisk piece real quick because Ziggy was
Do it.
asking about taking a look at this. The thing is, like, is it going in order? I don't freaking know.
I don't think
Like,
so.
because it feels like it's just all over the map, right? Because like the codex, learn how to link your lands.
I feel like we kind of did. I mean, that was kind of like with the first trip when you could
I suppose,
switch
yeah.
your PFPs and stuff.
Yeah. Coda Origins, obviously, we've done the decoupling, the growth, the lands, the other side, rumble to life, generating resources. That's got to be LOTM, right? Legend of the Mark.
Yeah. And this is what would be
The
next.
Agora.
Agora.
Come on, Agora. Come on.
So hopefully that's next, maybe.
Maybe. And then the Dream. I'm so curious what the hell this is, bro. An impossible arcade game machine.
Arcade machine.
Yeah.
Right. That kind of maybe the Dream is just a. Oh yeah, use your trip.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You're gonna get rewarded. Like that seems like something you actually want to kind of like plan for.
Yeah, I hear like arcade machine, and I think like infinite games, and I'm like, maybe the Dream just means it's always on, right? It's impossible to play it because there's an infinite amount of games as just people build. So I'm like, it could just be the always on tile.
That is a very out there conceptual thought, but I can appreciate it.
Who
The
knows?
choice, what lies behind the other side. Creatures call it home. New lands activate and are available for Voyagers, but it's time to choose a side. I'm also interested what that looks like. Choosing the side. They've talked about it forever.
Yeah.
Settling. Other side is what you make of it. Voyagers take your resources and crafted items, create structures. That's going to be always on, right? That's got to be the always on. The settling, because that's when you can go like build shit.
Yeah.
And then the toolkit, ODK, brings new opportunities to Voyagers. Leave your mark. That kind of goes with that as well, though. Build bigger, better. And yeah. The Rift. Cuts to the sky. Yeah. Choose
Boom.
your starting stats and skills. I'm so curious on all this, dude. That's the thing, dude. Is when you...
And we're getting close, right? Maybe
Oh,
a week or
God.
two.
It's been 84 years. It's been 84 years. No,
Yeah,
I
it feels that
agree.
way.
It's exciting, and it's definitely closer every day. Summer is literally next week. So maybe it really is next week. It
That'd be
feels
awesome.
like that would make sense. But
That would be awesome.
ending remarks, Will. What do you got for us, Mr. Will? Your takeaways from the week, potentially, or anything.
Oh, man. Takeaways. Dude, I'm still, I'm ready for these games to fire up still.
Yep.
And just watching ApeCoin because we didn't really get into it, but it's getting hammered with the rest of the crypto market.
Everything's getting killed right now.
You know, I'm thinking some bag building needs to occur on the Yuga ecosystem. The question is just timing. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say
Wait
the
a
next
week,
couple
wait
weeks is
2 weeks, wait a
definitely
month.
the time to keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
I've been personally like kind of checked out of Web3 the last few months. Not like checked out, but just not super like looking at it all the time.
Yeah.
As prices get lower and we're getting closer to Yuga gaming and everything, it's like, now it'll be worth it to keep your eyes open and look for those deals.
That's the thing, right? Like, I think we've been talking a lot about what we want to do and more content we want to push, and everyone's going to see that here starting now until forever, because we are focused on Yuga. It doesn't mean we're only doing Yuga stuff, but when there's information, when games begin, like, we're going to be ready to roll. Like, that's the plan. That's 100% the plan. So I think that's a good point from both of you, is like, when do we start getting more Yuga assets or other assets, coins, etc., whatever you're into? I don't know. It might be a minute, but I'm so excited for the games. That's what we should end with, is the games are so close. Within the next 2 weeks, we're going to have something. 100% we're going to have something to do. A final shout out. Happy Dad. Happy 2-year anniversary. Salute to you. Thanks for using a Yuga asset on some of your goods. It's dope. Super dope. Use your IP, build your brand. Man, this was Board TV. It's Phil, it's Bryce, it's Will. I think that's it, fellas.
Peace.
We out of here.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, frames on my face. Looking like I'm from the D. D's no Cartiers.